said something about retiring, and there's no such thing. You can't retire. We have a project. Come, I want to talk to you about this project. And needless to say, once I was engaged in this idea of My Israel Center and to think about what it can purport for this community, for South Florida, and as a prototype nationally, I was hooked. It was clear that this particular project, and as Rabbi Denver pointed out at the beginning, that Nissan is a nest. To me, it was a miraculous idea, and I've known Rabbi Nu for many years when I was working in Boca Raton for about 20 years, that he was a visionary who could actually make something like this happen. So my engagement in it has been fabulous, and one of the things that I felt was very important to bring to this community was this idea Rabbi mentioned about recapture the narrative. It's time to really, everything's going on about Israel, 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 but everyone's missing the point about Israel. And as an educator, I felt it's critical that as I begin to work with the schools, the public schools, the colleges, future birthright students, the religious schools, the day schools, the parochial schools in our Tri-County area, to let them come and visit this center and learn about it, is the fact that the narrative is not a narrative of the last 67 years. People miss that understanding. The narrative is a 4,000-year history of a place in the world where Jews evolved, developed, have written some of the most incredible documents in the world that have been replicated through so many other manners and manifestations. That's what we have to teach. The idea of modern state of Israel, which of course is critical to all of us and absolutely imperative, but Israel, the last 68 years, 67 years is going to be next month, is literally only 2% of the history of Israel. It's only 2%. 98% of the history predates the state. And we have to make sure that we understand that. And that's going to be part of our educational program as well, to make sure that it's about the entire scope of it. So without any further ado, the fact that here it is in Boca Raton, a community that 60 years ago had restricted neighborhoods, a community that 60 years ago at the Boca Beach Club, Jews could not go, okay? Well, in some, you're right, Mr. Litzbeck. In some of the community, I remember, I was thinking of some specific ones, but 30 years ago even. And here we are, when you talk about a nest, here we are on Palmetto Park Road, and in a beautiful, beautiful day, of course, talking about building an Israel Center, and of course a Chabad house, on this street, a street that was forbidden to Jews some time ago. This is a miracle, and I am thrilled and privileged and honored, Rabbi, that you asked me to be a part of this work. Thank you very much.